This is CTV News with Nafisa Kareem.
BC timber sales will set the stage for how our sector can thrive today, tomorrow, and for the next 7 generations to come.
Tonight, Timber Task Force, relief for the island's forestry-centered communities after the province announces support for BC's timber businesses. Also tonight,
we have 14 dogs for 14th annual.
Canine Cowabunga. A pack of pups gathers in Nanaimo for an aquatic twist on a family favorite event, fit for the best of dogs. Plus, Adam finds out the unexpected way an Esquimalt woman was inspired to spread smiles with signs. Later on the Sawatsky sign-off. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. The province is expanding the mandate of a group that's responsible for auctioning a portion of BC's timber supply. It follows a months-long task force review to meet today's challenges felt by the forestry sector. CTV's Yvonne Raymond reports.
A new mandate in BC is being unveiled as forestry workers and some of their communities struggle.
Countless mills that we represent, people will end up leaving, good tradesmen that are in the province that will leave to go to other provinces because they just can't handle the instability of the forest industry right now.
The province says it's giving BC timber sales new tools to better support jobs and resilient forest ecosystems.
With Trump's economic attacks, increasingly intense wildfire seasons, we need to take bold and decisive action. BC timber sales will set the stage for how our sector can thrive today, tomorrow, and for the next 7 generations to come.
The plan is being launched behind BC's legislature.
The recommendations we put forward envision a renewed relationship between government, industry, and First Nations. One grounded in collaboration and shared decision-making.
It follows a months-long review and comes a day after critics held the same spot, declaring a crisis.
Since 2022, more than 5,400 jobs have been lost, and 9 mills have closed since 2018.
This building has put a stick in the wheel of our forest industry, and we would like to see it removed so that we can go back to sharing our prosperity with the rest of the province.
Minister Ravi Parmar says the recommendations signal a vision for forestry.
I think there is huge potential for British Columbia to be a forestry superpower. We have in the past, but we have to do it in a way that balances stewardship and ensures that First Nations are at the table, part of discussions, and also getting the benefits from it as well.
This worker is hopeful and watching.
Rest assured, I'm going to be knocking on doors, making sure we're holding them accountable.
Yvonne Raymond, CTV News, Victoria.
The BC Conservatives look a bit different today. Surrey Cloverdale MLA Eleanor Sturco has been ousted from the party.
I feel really sad. I feel a deep sense of hurt because the reality is that I've worked really hard.
This all coming after leader John Rustad survived a months-long review resulting in 70% support from 1,268 members who voted across BC. Rustad's leadership has come under scrutiny, including a controversy in which he and the party acknowledged an internal audit caught 2,100 inappropriate memberships being signed up. Sturco didn't mince words in calling for his removal.
That John Rustad does the right thing. I hope he resigns. I hope that he receives pressure from caucus members. I hope they, honestly grow a set, whatever you want to think that is.
Rustad said the party is unified going forward, and axing Sturco was necessary to ensure that unity. The BC General Employees Union ramped up its job action today as hundreds more workers took to picket lines across the province. 6 sites in the capital region joined the strike action today, with another 4 participating in pickets throughout the mainland. In total, more than 12,500 service workers are now engaged in job action across 63 sites in BC. In a statement today, the union says the government's continued refusal to negotiate has left workers with no choice but to escalate. Nearing 4 weeks on the picket line, the province-wide work stoppage now serves as the longest public service strike in the history of BC. As municipal leaders meet in Victoria for the annual Union of BC Municipalities, public safety and increased crime has turned into a leading topic, although the mayor of Sault says the province is also now downloading the cost of 911 services onto municipalities, and it's costing residents through increased property taxes. Sault's mayor says her council had to raise property taxes by 3% this year to cover those costs, and next year they're going to have to push that increase to 4%. A portion of funding for 911 services comes from a levy on landlines, although with more people only owning a cell phone these days, that funding is drying up. Mayor Maya Tate says she would like to see the government change that funding model.
Duke, along with many other municipalities, have been advocating for a similar tax or a levy to put on cell phone bills. And that way it'll help cover off these cost charges, because majority of calls now are coming through cell phones and not with landlines.
Mayors are hoping to find a collective voice at this year's UBCM to continue to push the government on the 911 funding issue. The lawyer for suspended CFAX 1070 host Al Farabee says his client will plead not guilty to child luring charges. A representative for the law firm made a brief appearance in a Victoria court yesterday on Farabee's behalf. Farabee did not appear, and the matter was put forward to October 20th. In a statement to CTV News, Farabee's Vancouver lawyer, Brock Martland, with Martland and Saulnier, says Farabee intends to plead not guilty to 2 counts of child luring. Vancouver police tell CTV News it began an investigation in September 2024 and that Farabee was arrested in February 2025. Bell Media, which owns CFAX 1070 and CTV, was not aware of the investigation until Thursday. Farabee was immediately suspended. The charges against Farabee have not been tested in court. The University of Victoria is asking for public input on a project that could stretch high into the sky and house 510 students. UVic is designing a 17-story high-rise on a portion of a parking lot near its other residence buildings. If all goes to plan, construction will begin next year and wrap by September 2029. The university is accepting feedback through a survey on its website, which is open until October 13th. Well, folks in Metchosin may notice a little haze in the air this week as the federal government looks to move forward on its land management objectives. The Department of National Defense says it will be planning a 1-day prescribed burn on either Wednesday or Thursday at Rocky Point in Metchosin. The controlled burns, which will be conducted by BC's Wildfire Service, are set to help mitigate wildfire risks, maintain open landscapes for military training, and support the restoration of rare Gary Oak ecosystems. A pack of pups on Vancouver Island had good reason to shine up their coats and practice their smiles in the mirror this morning. It's picture day. CTV's Andy Garland is the envy of our newsroom today and takes us to the Golden Retriever meetup in Cowichan.
This excited bunch of golden retrievers are about to have a day they'll never forget.
They're just happy and like, what are we doing today?
It's Vancouver Island's annual Golden Retriever Roundup.
We have 14 dogs for 14th annual.
This year's a little different. Instead of going to the Nanaimo River, the fun-loving canines are at this massive pool in Cowichan and have traded in retrieving sticks for balls.
Yeah, no sticks in the pool. Probably a lot more fun for them, the balls. But I mean, golden retrievers love balls.
The 50 by 20 foot pool holds 90,000 liters of water and is meant for the sport of dock diving for dogs.
They're going to go home really clean. It's all fenced, so it's just a little bit different for them. A lot of them have never been to the pool before.
But about a half of the retrievers have used the pool before, giving them the upper hand over ball retrieval skills for the day.
The dock divers have a bit of an advantage to get to the ball quicker because they can put themselves further out into the pool a lot faster.
And as for if these four-legged companions prefer the pool to the river, well, apparently for a golden retriever, water is just water, and any body of water will do just fine.
Even a muddy mud puddle. So I think it's equally enjoyed here.
Andy Garland, CTV News, the Cowichan Valley.
Best story of the day. Well, the Department of Fisheries is responding to multiple calls of an entangled whale currently stuck in the Strait of Georgia. Plans for a marine rescue come after crews with Vancouver Island Whale Watch spotted the struggling humpback on Sunday. After locating the whale, known to researchers as Wiggins, first responders were able to deploy a satellite tag to better track the marine mammal's movements. The DFO adding that a rapid response time is vital as it continues to monitor the whale ahead of a planned rescue. The attempted disentanglement comes just a few weeks after a 3-day rescue near Texada Island that saw crews free a large humpback from prawning gear. Go By Bike Week is coming up, and if your legs give out halfway or you just want to pedal one way and ride the other, BC Transit has your back. The Crown Corporation says it's offering free transit for cyclists for the 30th annual Go By Bike Week. To qualify, you must use the bike rack on the front of the bus and show your helmet when boarding. It's that easy. BC Transit is a longtime partner of Go By Bike Week in Victoria, which kicks off in the capital September 27th. Tour de Rock is making moves, pedaling from Sayward to Campbell River. As they cycle into more populated parts of the island, they'll be busy visiting schools and local businesses, which are supporting their cause of fundraising for childhood cancer research. Still to come, the stolen children of Ukraine.
Putin has stolen Ukrainian children.
Russia first abducted them and deported them.
As the UN summit continues in New York, Prime Minister Mark Carney calls for the urgent rescue of stolen youth from the front lines of Ukraine.
CTV weather brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Make the most of your next vacation by booking with those who've been there. Visit expediacruises.ca.
West Shore Youth, looking for a fun spot to hang out? Youth nights are here. Skating, art, swims, and a place to chill. Staff-led and supervised for a safe, inclusive vibe. Check out WSPR.ca for more info.
Josh joins us now. Still very summer-like out there.
Yeah, temperatures several degrees above average, and it looks like that'll continue for at least one more day tomorrow. Should be about 20 or 21 for a high. Today, 22 for the daytime high under mainly sunny skies and light wind all day. Right now out of the east at about 5 to 10 kilometers per hour. A little stronger there in Nanaimo. A little warmer as well, 23 degrees and 25 in Port Alberni. We do have some increased cloud cover further to the north, and we'll probably see some showers across parts of the island late in the day, Wednesday into Thursday. You can see for most of the island tomorrow, you're looking at a good amount of sunshine. But there it is, late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Some rain starts to push in around Port Hardy, drifts through portions of the west coast, inland areas. Comox gets some showers, it looks like early Thursday, and then maybe a few more scattered showers late in the day. Most, if not all of this, will skip past Victoria, though, so looks pretty dry for the next couple of days. Maybe in the long range, a little bit of precipitation. In the north for tomorrow, you get some sunshine and then a chance of showers late in the day, a high of about 16, and then 12s for Thursday, Friday, with a good chance of rain. One or both of those days could actually be quite heavy rain. So we'll see. It could be maybe 50 to 75 millimeters one or both of those days. It does look drier for the weekend, but staying cool at highs of 14. 23 for inland areas tomorrow, sunny with a few clouds, and then 19 on Thursday. Rain rolls in for Friday, backs off to a chance of scattered showers Saturday, and then some steadier rain again on Sunday. And temperatures should be mid to high teens, it looks like, for Friday and the weekend. So that's a little cooler than average, bit of a change to the pattern. 19 out on the west coast and partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Thursday, 16, chance of a few scattered showers. I think most of the west coast should stay dry, though, through most of the day Thursday. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday that you get a better chance of seeing some precipitation. And as you can see there, Friday could actually be quite heavy and steady rain. In Comox, 20 and sunny with a few clouds tomorrow, and then back a little closer to average, 18 on Thursday, 16 with a 60% chance of showers Friday. I think Saturday should be dry but cloudy, and then some steadier rain potentially on Sunday to close the weekend. Same for Nanaimo. I think the better chance for rain this coming weekend is going to be Sunday. Saturday, just a chance of scattered showers. Really nice tomorrow, though. 22 maybe even 23 under mainly sunny skies. And in Victoria, 22 degrees today. We'll get to about 20 or 21 tomorrow. Some fog patches in the morning, but for most of the day, mainly sunny skies. Then back a little closer to average for Thursday, Friday, and through the weekend. You can see it does look like it's going to stay dry until maybe Sunday with a 30% chance of showers. CTV weather is brought to you by Expedia Cruises for air, land, and sea vacations. So eventually it will start to feel a little more like autumn, and it looks like that eventually for parts of the island will be in the next couple of days.
All right, thanks, Josh. Well, today at the United Nations General Assembly, Prime Minister Mark Carney and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky highlighted the abduction of children by Russian forces and why their return must be central to future peace negotiations. But it was their spouses that shone the spotlight on this war crime. CTV's Judy Trin reports from New York.
At the United Nations, the Prime Minister and President Volodymyr Zelensky called for the return of thousands of Ukrainian children taken by Russia.
Putin has stolen Ukrainian children.
Russia first abducted them and deported them.
Together with our allies. The most emotional pleas came from their wives. Diana Fox Carney making her first international speech alongside her husband.
As a mother, I simply cannot fathom the horror. What these children have endured is more than unjust. It is inhumane.
Their identities are changed, their ties severed, their hopes destroyed.
Canada said it's investing in AI technology to help find the Ukrainian children. Only about 1,600 children have been returned to their families. In his address to the General Assembly, President Donald Trump spoke of his frustrations with the continuing war.
It was supposed to be just a quick little skirmish. It's not making Russia look good. It's making them look bad.
Earlier this summer, during a meeting with Vladimir Putin, Trump hand-delivered a letter from the First Lady calling for the return of the children. Her efforts were acknowledged by Mark Carney in front of European leaders.
We welcome the recent powerful appeal to President Putin by the First Lady of the United States to consider the plight of children in ending this war.
This is an area of common ground between Carney and Trump at a moment when Canada is breaking with the U.S. in recognizing the state of Palestine. Judy Trin, CTV News, New York.
Jimmy Kimmel Live returns to the airwaves tonight on ABC, and for his return, he will be welcoming a Canadian as one of his guests. Singer Sarah McLachlan is one of the names announced tonight for Kimmel's first show back after being taken off the air last week. The comedian was suspended over comments he made following the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, sparking a debate over free speech in the U.S. While ABC Disney has allowed the show to resume, it may not be seen in many markets across America. Both Nexstar and Sinclair, which own nearly a quarter of all ABC affiliates, say they will continue to preempt the show. Coming up, Giselle's signs. Adam finds out how an Esquimalt woman is striving to inspire her community by posting positivity. Next on the Sawatsky Sign-Off.
5K a day is back on 107.3 Virgin Radio. Listen to Bailey and Johnny in the morning for your chance to win $5,000
every weekday.
5K a day.
Virgin Radio.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Finally, Adam finds out the unexpected story behind a unique lawn sign in Esquimalt on this Encore Sawatsky Sign-Off.
Giselle Relitz doesn't remember where she first saw the sign, but she'll never forget how good it made her feel.
I thought, wow, you know, I've always seen signs that say stay off the grass and don't do this.
But this was different. So, after printing, laminating, and attaching it to a metal stand, Giselle stuck the sign in a nearby boulevard.
I can see people walking by and they kind of double take.
And after they read the sign that encouraged them to keep on the grass, lie on it, roll on it, forget your responsibilities, even have ice ice cream on it.
Literally brought smiles to people's faces.
And then people passing started posting pictures of Giselle's sign in a local community group, including one that was liked by almost 3 times the population of their small municipality.
Created a good conversation as well, which is lovely to see.
But then Giselle woke up one morning to find her sign was missing, prompting her to post a plea for its return.
If somebody needs a copy of it, I'm more than happy to make you a copy for yourself.
Now, before we find out what happened next, you should know Giselle was inspired to post her first sign during a break at work.
And there was this great wall there.
So Giselle committed to fill that then empty corner of the corkboard with positivity.
I started posting in the bathroom because it was like the one place that you could stay for a while and actually look at something.
Over the past 16 years, Giselle says she's posted countless signs in the employee bathroom, ranging from the silly to the insightful, all inspiring kudos from her colleagues.
To bring a little bit of, and laugh, to come out of the bathroom and go, okay, back at it again.
Which brings us back to that stolen sign, which was returned the next day, which Giselle is grateful for, but also hopeful.
Because we all know everyone struggles at different times in their life, and so you just never know who might see that sign that day and just turn them right around.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Esquimalt.
That is it for CTV News, Vancouver Island. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.